boys and girls, once again, welcome to the University of Essex Sport Arena. You are locked in for the British Wheelchair Basketball Championship Finals. We are less than 10 minutes away. This is your 10-minute warning to get ready for the start of the Division 1 semi-finals. Over on court number 1, we have the Reading Rockets taking on the Sheffield Steelers. I know here on court number 2, we have Logan Phoenix against one of the teams. 9-minute warning. It's kicked. By Bunting.
Good afternoon and welcome back into the Essex Sports Arena, where we're getting ready for the Division 1 semi-final between the Reading Rockets and the Sheffield Steelers. It's the British Wheelchair Basketball National Championships weekend. We're bringing you all the action right here on the British Wheelchair Basketball YouTube channel all weekend long. My name's Kaz Bullock. We're just about 3 minutes away from tip-off in this first semi-final between the Rockets and the Steelers. Over on court 2, we have the other semi-final. That is between the Lothian Phoenix and the Aces. The winner of today's game goes on to the first division final, which will be played at 1:30 tomorrow on court 1. The runners-up will be playing off for the 3rd and 4th place position, and that will be also at 1:30 tomorrow on court 2. All games across the weekend live on the BWB YouTube channel, or if you're in the area, come down to the Essex Sport Arena, come and check out the action in person. We've got a great crowd building. Get your tickets on the door and see all the action in person. So let's have a look at how these two teams match up. Coming into this one, Reading are 14-0. They were first in Division 1 in the South. They come into this averaging 79.4 points per game, holding their opponents to just 41.3. It's the first season for the club in Division 1. They've also got a team playing in Division 2, and they've been promoted to the Premier Division for next season. A really successful one for them. But the job's not done. They want to be playing in the final tomorrow. They're a team that like to play fast. They like to get out into transition. They play with pace. And they're going to have that on display for everyone out here today. And a couple of players to watch out for if you have not seen Reading play before. Make sure to look out for Liam Barker, just selected for the GB under-23 team this summer. The announcement was made this week. Also the assistant coach of the D2 team, which also helps him bring a wealth of experience. When you've got that coaching perspective, you bring it out onto the court. And Maddie Martin, playing in the Women's Premier League for the Loughborough Lightning, shooting 43.5% from the field for them this season. She's going to be playing later on in the WPL final at 7:30, but she is an absolute pest on defence, a defensive menace. Watch for her out on court today. And for the Sheffield Steelers, they were 10-2, which was good for second in North Division 1, coming in averaging 69.7 points per game, holding their opponents to 43, and their only losses this season were to the unbeaten Lothian Phoenix, who are currently playing the Aces over on court 2. We'll keep you updated on the score in that game throughout this one today. They have a lot of crossover with the players playing for the Premier Division team. And again, they're going to be playing just after this one at 3 o'clock against the Manchester Revolution over on court 2. The Steelers made it to the second round of Euro Cup this season, so a lot of experience out there, getting players playing through the different divisions, playing through different levels and getting out to Euro Cup, getting that experience, really valuable for them. So keep an eye out for the Steelers. Alex Wilson, also named to the GB under-23 squad. He's been playing in the Premier team and was part of that GB under-30s team at the Kitagaishu Champions Cup, bringing home gold in November. Alongside him, Anna Blees, also playing for the Loughborough Lightning in her second season. 6.6 points per game, 3 rebounds and 1.2 assists. So teams coming out onto court, eager to get things started. And starting for the Rockets, it will be Tom Elliott-Smith, Lanray Sawami, Lewis Edwards, Maddie Martin and Liam Barker. And for the Steelers, Matty Wilson, Alex Wilson, Joseph Williams, Matt Travers and Luke Holland. So it'll be Elliott-Smith and Wilson for the tip. First possession goes to the Rockets. Nice pass underneath the basket. first points of the game go to the Rockets. Elliott Smith, right place, right time. You're going to see him make that cut to the basket throughout today's game. That's what he's been doing all season long. A player that makes Reading such a dangerous team to come up against. Travers. Swings it around to Wilson. Ball's out of bounds. Last touch. Reading so stays with the Steelers. Holland with the inbound. Wilson, and good hands there from Lewis Edwards for Reading, tipping it out of bounds, forcing the Steelers to have to reset. So that'll put 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to have to be a catch and shoot here for Sheffield. Wilson, long the 2, doesn't go, just off the front of the rim. Rebound's pulled down by Edwards. He's come racing down the court, going against Holland, and just lays it in nicely off the glass. Lewis Edwards getting his first points of the game. Travers, and finds Wilson all alone underneath the hoop. Reading come back. Edwards runs into traffic, makes the basket. Foul is called. And that is going to put Edwards at the line. What an and one opportunity there for Lewis Edwards. Oh, they've... No, so that is still, looked like they were changing their mind there. No, foul is called on the Steelers as Edwards at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Edwards part of the Paralympic squad that was out in Tokyo. Nets the free throw, takes him to 5 points in the game. As it's a 7-2 lead for Reading. Travers breaks through traffic, hands it off, and Joe Williams gets fouled on that possession. End line ball for the Steelers. Holland on the inbounds. Wilson gets it back to Holland. Working around the outside, lines up the shot, bounces out, tipped by Wilson there. Great hands from Wilson. Sheffield can't finish on the putback. Edwards passes inside. Elliott Smith up and under. Doesn't get that one to drop. It's Wilson that's there. Picks it back up. And an offensive foul called. So the ball is back in the hands of the Rockets. Barker, long 2. Won't drop. Pass is knocked out of bounds. You see the long arms of Matt Travers getting himself in those passing lanes, knocking the ball out of bounds. It's very disruptive, and it forces the team that you're going against to have to reset everything, set back up again. Takes a couple of seconds off the clock. As Barker puts it up, banks it in. And it's a 7-point lead early on for the Rockets. Stolen away as Reading have Edwards up ahead. Has to back it out. And Barker's shot just rolls out. As you see Reading here picking up full court, putting the pressure on defensively. As Travers over to Holland. And foul called on the floor. line ball for the Steelers. Luke Holland looking to get it in. Another player playing in the Premier Division team. Pass underneath the hoop, but Steelers can't get it to go. And a nice fadeaway there from Barker. And that puts Rockets up 11. And we'll have a timeout called with just under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. A fast-paced start for the Reading Rockets. We know that's how they like to play. They like to pressure defensively and get onto those breaks, force the steal, force the turnover, and run in transition. And for the Steelers, it's a good timeout called here. Try and stop the Reading momentum. Still loads of time left in the game, but it can be difficult when you come up against that full court press. Coach Kev Hayes talking to his team there. You see how they adjust coming out of that timeout to deal with the defensive pressure. As I mentioned before, Sheffield, a team that were in the Premier Division team, were in Euro Cup this season, and a lot of players seeing time between the different squads on the different divisions. And having that experience is super valuable for those players. Alex Wilson playing in the Premier Division team. And that game between the Sheffield Steelers Prem team and the Manchester Revolution will be coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon over on Court 2 after the Division 1 semi-finals. But back here on court, it is Steelers ball. As Wilson gets it over the line. Passes over to Joe Williams and knocks out of bounds. Reading ball. That was a good setup there from the Steelers. You see Williams finding the space under the basket. I think that's maybe something Sheffield will look to do some more of the rest of the quarter. Edwards, long pass over to Barker. Sawami, you see the quick passing here from Reading. Edwards, off the front of the rim. Wilson, looking for some help, finds Holland. Williams, 4 seconds on the shot clock, long two, too strong. And Barker, quarterback passes it over to Edwards, who just lays it in, gets the roll at the end there. And that's the dangerous combination of Liam Barker and Lewis Edwards. Rebounds, get down the court, get buckets. Travers. Travers looking for some space. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Not that time. It's Edwards for the Rockets. Backs it down. Elliott Smith under pressure, in and out. Chance for the Steelers to cut into the lead here. Matty Wilson controlling things. Comes up against Sawami. And knocked out. Intercepted by Lewis Edwards. And puts it in. And Reading out to a flying start here. 15-2. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Wilson, three's up, three's down! Nothing but net for Matty Wilson. That's a big bucket for the Steelers. Edwards. He's going against Wilson. Sawami. Barker keeps control of it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. At the buzzer, banks it in. Elliott Smith, time running down, calm under pressure. The Steelers doing a really good job there, running the shot clock down. Reading able to score at the end of it, but some good defensive pressure from the Steelers. Wilson against Martin. And pass too strong. Ball goes back with Reading. And you can see there, Maddie Martin off the ball, just pressuring when her opponent doesn't have the ball, and then when they do, she's just all over them, getting in the way, which is a great trait to have when you're a defender. And in and out, back in again, Liam Barker. Takes him to 6 in today's game. Again, Reading with this full court pressure. Ball's in the hands of Travers. He's working against Barker. Travers. And foul is called. That's on Elliott Smith. And end line ball for the Steelers. That is team foul number 3 on Sheffield. Wilson gets it into Holland. Long 2. Won't fall. Edwards looking to go all the way. Fade away. Not that time. And it's Holland with the rebound for the Steelers. Wilson keeps hold of it, and Barker called for the foul. That's team foul number 4 on the Rockets, so the next foul is going to send the Steelers to the line. As Reading will have a substitution, we'll see Zach Geary check in, and Liam Barker will head to the bench. Barker with 6 points, a rebound and a couple of assists in the game so far. Wilson tries to find some space. Round to Holland. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And great passing there from the Steelers, just can't finish at the end of the shot clock. Edwards working his way inside. He draws the foul, and that is going to put Lewis Edwards at the foul line. He's got 9 points, 4 rebounds in the game so far, leading all scorers with 9. And just a super experienced player, having played pro in Europe for 5 years. Played out in Spain, out in Germany. Played for Coventry, CWBA here in the UK. And just an absolutely valuable addition to this Reading Rockets squad, as he hits the first free throw and takes him to 10 points. Two of 2, and that takes Reading up to 21. As we've got a timeout called. So 21-5, just over 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter in semi-final 1. Over on court 2 in semi-final 2, the Lothian Phoenix have a 2-point lead over the Aces, 15-13, with around the same amount of time left. It's been Finlay Erskine with 11 points and 4 rebounds for Lothian in that one. And Jordan Luce with 6 points and a rebound for the Aces. So the winner of today's game moves on to the Division 1 final tomorrow at 1:30. And the runners-up will be playing in the 3rd and 4th placed playoff games at the same time over on court 2. So the team's coming back out on court. It will be Steelers ball. Holland weaves his way through. It's Wilson. That's inside. As Williams' shot doesn't go. And you see there that long pass over from Edwards, chased down by Suwami. And Suwami's shot doesn't drop. Good defense there from Joe Williams, getting back. Just getting in the way of the ball, making it tough for the shot. As Wilson underneath the hoop lays it in. Edwards for Reading. Suwami at the foul line. Shot clock's running down, 5 seconds. Elliott Smith over the outstretched arm of Wilson, and again you see there Matthew Wilson just making it difficult for the shot to go up. Travers can't quite save it in, and the ball goes back the way of Reading. Suwami round to Edwards. He's had the hot hand here in the first quarter. Back to Suwami. Using the screen from Martin. Shot's just short. "17 seconds left in the quarter. Holland. Fading away, doesn't go. Chased down by Travers. Sheffield with another chance. Need to put something up quickly before time expires. Travers, and that will do it for the end of the first quarter. It is a 21-7 lead for the Reading Rockets. They have come out firing here in the first quarter. And they've been led by Lewis Edwards with an 11.5 rebound first quarter. If you've seen him play before, you're not going to be surprised about that. That's what he does. And for the Steelers, Alex Wilson with 4 points, 3 rebounds in the game so far. And the difference here is Reading, we know, as I mentioned, they're a team that like to play fast. They like to get out into transition. 6 points on the fast break. They're able to capitalise on the turnovers that they're forcing from the Steelers, forcing 6 turnovers, turning that into 4 points in the game so far. Scoring 14 points in the paint compared to Sheffield's 4. So Sheffield with some work to do here heading into the second quarter. This is basketball is a game of runs, as no one has ever said before in the history of the game. And Reading have had a run here in the first quarter. Sheffield going to look to try and close. They need to try and close Lewis Edwards down. Get out to him, double him, and force the ball to move round. The problem with Reading is they have so many weapons on the squad. Goes down Lewis Edwards, Liam Barker's there, Tom Elliott Smith's there, so it can be very difficult prospect to come up against. But Sheffield have had some good runs here, and they've had some good looks. The shot maybe hasn't been falling for them, but they've been able to get into those spaces at times and find the look, which is essentially it's half the battle. Yeah, you want the shot to drop, but if you're getting into those positions, the shot's going to come. It's going to come throughout the game. So we're back out on court for the second quarter. You see Reece Barker and Mo Alamari into the game for Reading. Sheffield ball to start things off. Sheffield want to get a good look here to start things off. And Matty Wilson's shot doesn't fall. Geary over to Edwards. He's got space. Swings it round to Geary. Edwards with 2 seconds, fading away. Won't go. And that's a good, strong start defensively from the Steelers. Just wants to try and capitalise on this possession, get some points on the board. As pass was a bit too strong, it's chased down by Maddie Martin for the Rockets. Ball's back in the hands of Edwards. Barker banks it in. Ref waves off the shot. And that is going to put Reese Barker at the foul line for 2. Oh, apologies, no, it was before the shot. I just said that. It was before the shot, so it is the end line ball. Edwards around the outside against Holland. Looking to hand it off. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Off the front of the rim. Pulled down by Travers. And again, that's 2 possessions in a row where Sheffield have been able to run the shot clock down for Reading, force them to take shots late on in the clock. As Wilson round to Matty Wilson. Three seconds on the shot clock. Travers turns, fires. That's going to be after the clock. So shot clock violation. And both teams being forced into shots late on in the shot clock. Edwards lines it up. Grazes the rim and it's back into the hands of Holland. As the Steelers look to get it over half court. Travers against Martin. Back to Holland from the elbow. That's short. But again, it's a good look for the Steelers. You just want to see some of them start to drop. Edwards over to Barker, and that one drops. It's a 23-7 lead for the Rockets in the first half. Travers, baseline shot, too strong. As Williams grabs the rebound and puts it back in. And that's the importance of those offensive boards, those second chance points, so crucial, especially in tight games. You don't want to leave anything out there. And Williams just positions himself so well to get the ball, get his team those extra opportunities. Geary's shot doesn't go. Travers looking for some space. Holland swings it round. Matty Wilson, he hit that big 3 in the first quarter. He's got that long range shot. As Edwards finds a way inside, but he finds himself blocked. As Barker over to Martin. Martin lays it in. And great cut there from Maddie Martin, driving into the lane. And a steal as Reading come up with it. Geary over to Edwards. And we'll have a substitution. We'll see Liam Barker checking back into the game. Zach Geary over to the bench. The sideline ball for the Rockets. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. And shot won't go that time. Steelers looking to chip into this lead. We have Jared Ryan out on court for the Steelers. for the first time, along with Steve Zhao. Zhao against Martin. Wilson to Travers inside. Travers with a big basket. Great composure there from Travers. He was pressured from both sides. Able to take his time and make the shot as Edwards weaves his way through traffic and finishes at the rim. And that puts Edwards up to 13 points in the game, along with 5 rebounds. With an eye on that final tomorrow. Wilson, long two. Too strong. Ryan dives in for the rebound but can't finish. And Barker finds Edwards. Backing away. Foul is called, so that is going to put Edwards at the line for 2. That's just the first team foul on the Steelers. Apologies, second team foul. So first is good for Edwards. And second one doesn't drop. Zhao. Over to Travers. Pass inside is picked off. Reese Barker there with the steal. And you see Reading using their height advantage, their size advantage at the moment. As Edwards again weaving his way to the basket. Shot won't fall, it's saved in. Great hustle there from Barker. Swings it round to Edwards. It's that connection between the two of them. And at the end of the shot clock, Edwards has to put something up, can't get it to fall, but again, Sheffield have been doing a really good job running the clock down in several possessions. As Ryan puts it in, and Alex Wilson to Jared Ryan, had a couple of those already. And that's worked well for the Steelers. Barker behind the arc, working against Wilson. Edwards back to Barker. Barker with the shot clock running down. Does the Steph Curry turn? He knew that was good.
3 minutes and 4.
As Travis brings it up for the Steelers. Ryan's shot won't fall. Reading 2-on-2. Edwards against Wilson. Gonna have to wait for the rest of the team to catch up. And pass is too strong, out of bounds. Back with Sheffield. As a timeout is called by Reading. Reading currently up 30-13 here in the second quarter. We've got 2.5 minutes to play. And a 21-point first quarter for Reading to Sheffield's 7, but a strong second quarter here from the Steelers. Whilst Reading are outscoring them 9-6, the Steelers have really been able to step up their defence. And as you've seen, forcing Reading to have to take shots late on in the shot clock. They might be making them, and they might be, it might be frustrating after you've played a solid 23.5 seconds of defence when Liam Barker finishes the shot. But it shows what a quality team Sheffield are, and the defence that they play and how strong it is. It's just a very tough Reading team to come up against. And when Sheffield have been doing that, they've been getting those stops. They've forced some turnovers. Been able to grab a few steals. And that connection since Jared Ryan's been out on court. The link up between him and Alex Wilson. Some nice passes in the basket. Jared Ryan's been able to find those cuts to the hoop. I think Sheffield might continue to do that as it's worked well for them in the second. As it's knocked out of bounds, we're going to stay with Sheffield. It's a Jow to inbound. Jow, another player also on the Premier League squad this season for the Steelers, and he nets it. Edwards for the Rockets. Travers is there. Hands it off to Barker. He's blocked by Ryan. You see there Jared Ryan using his length. Perfect timing there to swat the shot away. Take some time off the clock. And Reading have to reset. Barker under pressure, but doesn't matter. He's going to make that one count. And that takes Liam Barker up to 10 points in today's game. Wilson over to Ryan. Working against Barker. Kicks it out. Travers looking for a gap. Finds Wilson at the top of the key. Long shot doesn't drop. Reading ball. We got 1:22 to play in the first half. And Reading currently with an 11-8 run this quarter. As Barker swings it around to Edwards. Pass inside to Barker, to Liam Barker. That doesn't fall. It's Ryan with the rebound. He has been a real spark off the bench since he came in for the Steelers. As Jow has to pass it off over to Matty Wilson, who takes the long three, doesn't go. That looked like it was about to drop from here, but just grazed the front of the rim. And Edwards' pass is too strong. That puts it back in the hands of the Steelers. Just under 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Ryan underneath the basket, can't quite keep a hold of it, and back the way of the Rockets. Martin back to Edwards. Round to Barker. Barker lines it up, knocks it down. "12 points in the game for Liam Barker. As we've got 2 seconds, Sheffield are going to need to put something up as Travers turns and fires. Won't get that to go. And at the end of the first half, it is the Reading Rockets 34. The Sheffield Steelers 15. Reading out to that hot start with a 21-point first quarter. And they've been led by a huge 14 points from Lewis Edwards, along with 6 rebounds and a couple of assists. Liam Barker following along with 12 points, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And for the Sheffield Steelers, Alex Wilson, 4 points for him, along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And Luke Holland grabbing 5 rebounds for the Steelers. And the Steelers with a much improved second quarter there. They were really able to to hold the Rockets to just 13 points in that quarter. Able to force them into some difficult shots as the shot clock's running down. Just need to be able to capitalise when you've put the defensive effort in. And you want to get some points on the board at the other end. So we'll see how the Steelers adjust coming out of half-time. For the Rockets, this is how they like to play. They like to play fast. As you see that connection between Liam Barker and Lewis Edwards. One of them's underneath the basket rebounding, the other's racing out into transition up the court, ready to receive the outlet pass. So over on court 2, we have the other semi-final between Lothian Phoenix and the Aces. That's currently at half-time, and Lothian have a 43-23 lead over the Aces. And Finlay Erskine with 27 points and 10 rebounds already. It's only half-time. And he is a very, very exciting young player to watch. He's going to be playing in the Junior League final for the Lothian Phoenix coming up at 5 p.m. today. That's against the Mohawks. And for the Aces, they have been led by Jordan Luce, who has 10 points, 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. The winner of that game moving on to play the winner of today's game between Reading and Sheffield. They'll be playing tomorrow in the first division final at 1:30. So make sure to stay tuned to the British Wheelchair Basketball YouTube channel. Got all the action from the weekend's games. Coming up after the Division 1 semi-finals, we have at 3 o'clock, it's the Premier Division finals, the London Titans and the Jaguars here on court 1, and the Sheffield Steelers and the Manchester Revolution over on court 2. So we're going to take a quick break for half-time, and we'll be back with you very shortly. Welcome back into Essex Sport Arena as we get ready for the second half of the Division 1 semi-final between the Reading Rockets and the Sheffield Steelers. Reading with a 34-15 lead here as we head into the third quarter. The winner of today's game will be facing off against either the Lothian Phoenix or the Aces, who are over on court 2. The Phoenix with a 20-point lead at half-time in that one. Teams getting ready to come back out on court here. We've already had a great morning filled with action from the Division 3 and Division 2 games. Division 3 saw Coventry beat the Sheffield Steelers in semi-final 1, and Southport taking the win over the unbeaten Cardiff Met Archers over on court 2. So that means the final in Division 3 tomorrow at 9:30 AM will be between CWBA and Southport. The third and fourth placed playoff game will be between Sheffield and Cardiff at the same time. The Division 2 final will be between Lothian Phoenix and North Wales Knights. And the third and fourth placed playoff game in that one will be between Exeter and London. That'll be 11:30 tomorrow. The first division final at 1:30 tomorrow between Reading and Sheffield, or Lothian and the Aces. And coming up today, after this game, we have the Premier Division semi-finals between the London Titans and the Jaguars, and the Sheffield Steelers and the Manchester Revolution. Following on from that, at 5 o'clock, we have the Junior League final between the Lothian Phoenix and the Mohawks. And then the Women's Premier League third and fourth place playoff is at 7, followed by the Women's Premier League final at 7:30 between the Loughborough Lightning and the East London Phoenix. So much more action to come, and it will all be live right here on the British Wheelchair Basketball YouTube channel. Stay tuned to all the social media channels, Brit Wheel B-Ball, as you can follow along with highlights and clips throughout today's games, because you don't want to miss a second of the action. As we get things underway here in the third quarter, and an offensive foul called on the Rockets to start things off. And that'll be on Sawami. So Sheffield ball, and as I mentioned just before half-time, Sheffield played a really strong defensive quarter in that second quarter, pressuring the ball, pressuring Reading, able to run down the shot clock and force Reading to take some late shot clock. Some shots late in the shot clock. Won them to 13 points in that second quarter after Reading came out on a tear for 21 points in the first. Edwards, he had the hot hand for the Rockets in the first. Over to Barker. Baseline shot doesn't drop. Pulled down by Zhao. Holland over to Wilson. Matty Wilson. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Alex Wilson. And the shot won't go. Foul called on the Rockets. And that is going to be an end line ball for Sheffield. Wilson, back to Wilson. Travers, shot's good. It's a good start here for the Steelers in the third quarter. Edwards has called for the offensive foul, and that puts the ball back in the hands of the Steelers. And if you're Sheffield here, you just need to chip into this lead. I've said this before in some of the games, you just need to take it possession by possession, chip into it, get a steal, get a stop, and A lot of teams will tell you when you play good defence, the offence comes naturally, as it does there to Alex Wilson, who hits the clean shot. And Alex Wilson, a player previously having played for the North Wales Knights. He was under 15, represented Wales in the 3x3 school games, national finals back in 2021, and any player will tell you when you play 3x3, there's so many different ways of playing the game, and that you can take the way that you play it, such a fast-paced, different game to 5-on-5, but there's so many things that you can bring back with you to the 5-on-5 game. As Edwards is fouled inside, and that drive to the basket. So that's going to put Lewis Edwards at the line for 2. That's just the first team foul on the Steelers, readying up to 3 team fouls this quarter. We've just got over 8 minutes to play in the third, so if you're Sheffield, try and look to take advantage of that. Get the Rockets into a bit of foul trouble. Drive to the basket. Draw those fouls, and if you can get ready onto 5 team fouls, hey, you can try and get those points at the free throw line. As shot doesn't fall, but Elliott Smith's there for the rebound. Going to stay with Reading, but good hands there from Jared Ryan. He's come off the bench, came in the second quarter, and he's made a real impact for the team so far. 2 points, 3 rebounds, but is a plus-minus of 1. And for anyone that isn't familiar with that, as Tom Elliott Smith, his shot rims out. Plus-minus is the points differential when you're on the court with the opposing team. So offensive foul called at the other end for the Steelers. That'll be on Wilson. So ball goes back with Reading. But the plus-minus, so that means that Jared Ryan, in his time on court, the Steelers have been 1 point better off in the scoring than the Rockets, which in a game where the Rockets are up 16, that's a great achievement. As Edwards winds his way to the basket and just puts a bit of a flare on that shot as it drops. Edwards has been huge for the Rockets. 16 points in the game, 6 rebounds. As Travers, under pressure, looks to get it over to Wilson. Wilson lines it up, too short, and it's picked up there by Ryan. Again, just making his impact felt there. Jared Ryan, 4 points and 3 rebounds. Barker runs into traffic. Out to Sawami. Edwards gets bumped. That'll be a foul called on the floor. Sideline ball for the Rockets. Endline ball. Barker against Zhao. Barker on the baseline. And whistle. And that is a 3-second violation. And again, you see there, Jared Ryan had a hand in that possession, forcing that turnover, forcing the ball out of Reading's hands. The impact that he's making defensively, really, really impressive. And the Steelers are going to look for him to do more of that throughout the game as he grabs another rebound, just tapped away. And it's chased down, but it's going to go into the hands of Elliott Smith. Passes over to Edwards, who lays it in on the break. Wilson finds some space, banks it in, and takes Matty Wilson to 5. And the Steelers here outscoring the Rockets 8-2 in this quarter. As Elliott Smith says, wait a minute, I'm going to cut into that. Wilson against Suami, knocked out of bounds. And last touch, Steelers. Reading will get it back. It's approaching the halfway point of the third quarter here. Edwards over to Suami. Great no look to Barker. Back to Suami at the foul line. Time and space to line it up. Can't get that one to drop. And it's Travers for the Steelers. Five seconds on the shot clock. Ryan round to Wilson. And doesn't go. Ball is back with the Rockets. Over on court 2. Lothian have a 45-29 lead over the Aces. As Lewis Edwards can't get that one off in time. It's out of bounds. So back with the Steelers. And again, Sheffield doing a really good job defensively. From the second quarter onwards, they've really stepped up the pressure. As we see Luke Holland checking back into the game for Sheffield. And PJ O'Donovan in for the Rockets. Wilson over to Ryan, and fouls called on the floor. Force a team foul on the Rockets. End line ball for the Steelers. Jow on the inbound. Taps over from Barker to Edwards. Edwards racing down the court, gets it into the hands of Suami. Suami with the scoop layup, can't get it to drop. And it's Ryan that picks it up. Fighting for the ball with Elliott Smith as a held ball is called. And that will be Sheffield's ball. Wilson. And intercepted by Suami. Over to Barker. And a bullet pass to Elliott Smith. Can't get that shot to fall. It's stolen away by Barker. Hands it off to Edwards. Nice pass back to Elliott Smith underneath the basket. That's that passing from Reading that we see so often. That ball movement, patient basketball. Looking for the great shot, not settling for the good shot. Elliott Smith with the positioning under the basket. His teammates saw him, got it over to him. Holland's shot won't fall. Reading coming back on the attack. Edwards all the way to the hoop. Gets the whistle. That's going to put him at the line for 2. As Reading want a timeout. Coach Grant Barker wants to talk things over. Grant Barker, a super experienced coach for the Thames Valley Kings for 10 years. Done a fantastic job with this Reading squad. With his assistants, Richard Devereaux and Patrick O'Donovan. It's made them such a tough team to come up against. 14-0 in first place in Division 1 in the South. They're looking to try and book their ticket into tomorrow's finals. But Sheffield, again, the defensive setup that they have from the second quarter onwards seems to have worked really well for them. They're holding Reading to a lot lower scoring than Reading managed in the first quarter. 21 points in the first quarter for Reading, 13 in the second, and just 8 in the third so far. The only problem Sheffield are having kind of at the other side is the shots not dropping for them to be able to capitalise on those stops that they're getting. Reading with 12 points from turnovers in the game so far, Sheffield with 4. And points in the paint, a big difference maker here. 28 for the Rockets, 16 for the Steelers. As Edwards at the line for 2. Just a really accomplished player. Silver and gold medals at the Under-23 World Championships. Previously has a bronze from the Tokyo Paralympics. Played out in Europe professionally. The second one is good. And he shows why. He just puts on a show every time he's out there on court. 19 points so far in the game for him. 6 rebounds, 4 assists and 3 steals. He's just been all over the court. As Wilson turns and fires. That one's good. Edwards round the outside, great pass to the cutting Martin. Barker on the baseline. Skip pass over to Edwards. Shot doesn't drop. And Ryan can't quite keep that one inside the lines. It will go back with Reading. And over on court 2. It is a 47-33 lead for the Phoenix. Edwards, Barker. That's that connection. Ends up in a made basket. Just increases this Reading lead. Wilson. 3's up, 3's down. And Matty Wilson, 2 threes in today's game. He's a dangerous player from behind the arc. He's got that long shot. Edwards into Barker inside. And foul is called. So 2 shots to come for Reading, 1:41 to play. And the Rockets up 45-28 over the Steelers here in the third quarter. As we've got a substitution. Anna Blees into the game for Sheffield for the first time. And Lanare Sawami and Zach Geary back in for the Rockets. Therese Barker shooting 2. First one doesn't drop. Barker, assistant coach of the D2 team, alongside his brother Liam Barker. When you have that coaching experience, it really helps you when you're back out on court, playing as you see the game from a different perspective. As Barker can't get that shot to go off the glass. Of course, the Rockets led by Liam and Reese's dad, Grant Barker. It's a family affair here in Reading. As Blees spins, looks to get free. Long 2's up, and that's good. Anna Blees coming off the bench and just knocking the shots down. Blees also a player that's going to be playing for the Loughborough Lightning in the Women's Premier League final today at 7:30. started out with GB at the European Championships last summer, where they brought home the silver medal and booked their ticket to the Paralympics in Paris. It's great to see her out on court with the Steelers. Wilson over to Ryan. Ryan finishes. Barker, long pass. Over to Barker. Reese over to Liam, and Liam finishes under the basket. Pushes the Reading lead up to 47-32. 13 seconds to go in the third. Blees, her shot's short. Reese Barker picks it up. 4 seconds to go. 2, needs to put something up if he's going to do it. And that's good! At the buzzer, Reese Barker banks in a 3. It's Saturday, but the bank's open for Reese Barker and the Reading Rockets. Oh, did they wave it off? Did they wave it off? Oh, they waved it off. We still got to see it. We still got to see it. Looked like the ref's hand was up. So at the end of the third quarter, it is the Reading Rockets 47, Sheffield Steelers 32. Lewis Edwards, 19 points for the Rockets. He's got 6 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 steals. And Liam Barker with 16 points, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And for the Sheffield Steelers, Matty Wilson and Alex Wilson both on 8 points each. Alex Wilson adding in 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And Jared Ryan off the bench for the Steelers has 6 points and 6 rebounds. And again, he's a +1 in a 15-point deficit for the Steelers. Just a really impressive player coming off the bench, just doing all those little things that you don't always see in the stat sheet. Just getting himself in the way defensively. Tipping the ball, might not get credited with the steal, but he tips the ball or forces the Rockets to have to reset if he knocks the ball out of bounds. So teams coming back out on court. We'd just like to thank our sponsors at Motability. Helping put on such a great showcase this weekend. The talent that we've got in this country across all the divisions. We've got 19 games across 2 days this weekend. So if you want your fix of basketball, get down to the Essex Sports Arena or stay tuned to the BWB YouTube channel. Get your split screens going. Get pretend you're here. Run between the screens and watch both games at the same time going on. And Barker's shot rims out. We're back with Holland for the Steelers. Holland swings it round. Blees against Martin. 2 teammates in the later game. And Wilson picks up the rebound, can't get it to go, but tipped back into the hands of Wilson. Great hustle there from Holland. As Zhao passes to the cut-in Blees. Scoop layup, gets it to drop. And Anna Blees off the bench with 4 points for the Steelers. Geary into Barker. Barker with a scoop, doesn't go. He looks like he's trying to go behind him, almost behind himself. As it doesn't fall and it'll be picked up by Ryan. Holland over to Wilson. Holland tries a 3. Not that time. Barker setting things up for the Rockets. Driving. Meets Ryan and Wilson. And there'll be a foul called. That'll be on Ryan. So that puts Liam Barker at the foul line. Barker with 16 points in the game so far. Been playing since he was 8 years old. Played for the Thames Valley Kings, where he was the captain of the team. Won a gold in the 2022 National Junior Championships with the South East squad. And he'll be heading over to represent GB at the Under-23 European Championships this summer in Madrid. As the second free throw is good. And that puts the lead up to 12 for the Rockets. Holland fading away. Can't get that to drop. Stolen back by Holland over to Blease. Blease with the short jumper. Anna Blease with a quick 6 points in her time on the court. Playing just under 4 minutes. Really making an impact. As Edwards gets it to Barker. Barker with a tough shot. Almost behind the basket on that one. Wilson round the outside. Shots out, spins out. We've seen a few of those today where they've just been unlucky not to drop. They're kind of catching the length of the rim and just spinning around it. As Barker comes up against Zhao. Reese Barker with a reverse, finds himself right underneath the basket. As Wilson passes over to Holland for the Steelers. Steelers with some work to do here in the fourth quarter. Wilson to Zhao. And pass underneath the basket. It's knocked out of bounds. So Reading will get the ball back. We've got just over 6.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. And over on court 2. Ace is making a bit of a run in this comeback against the Lothian Phoenix. Lothian were up 20 at one point, but the Aces have cut that to just 9 as they're up 51 to 42. So we'll keep an eye on that score. The winner of both games playing off tomorrow in the Division 1 final. Barker over to Edwards. Back to Barker. Barker fading away. Hits it. That's a tough shot. Wilson for the Steelers. Lines up the 3. Not that time. And not quite saved in. Barker was trying to get to the ball before it went out of bounds. Didn't quite make it. So stays with the Steelers on the end line. Blease with the inbound. Wilson. Blease on the baseline. Travers shot short. Barker has Liam Barker racing up ahead. Catches the outlet, puts it in. Left-handed scoop layup. Perfect connection there. Alex Wilson finds some space, baseline. Reverse is good. Approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter. And Edwards' shot doesn't go. Blease with the rebound. Travers working against Edwards. Great hands off there from Matty Wilson over to Alex Wilson. Matty finding the cutting Alex to the basket, just puts it in off the glass. And that takes Alex Wilson up to 10 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double for him, along with 3 assists in the game. Leading the scorers for the Sheffield Steelers, but leading the way for the Reading Rockets, it is Liam Barker, 19 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And over on court 2, the Aces have pulled back a 20-point deficit, and they are now just down 4 to the Lothian Phoenix with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. So if you've not already, split screen it, get your phone up, get your tablet as well. You want to watch both of these games going on at the same time. An absolute battle between the Phoenix and the Aces over on court 2. A spot in the finals is on the line. So lots more action still to come today. If you can make it down to the arena, grab your tickets on the door. We've got a nice crowd building here. We've got the Dream Team entertaining people in the arena. Big Dog Ballin, DJ Wait, Stan the main man, Hoops by Hunshow, putting on a show for the fans here today. Big shout out to them. Hard-working team that you see hyping up the crowd, just keeping everyone entertained all day long. And Stan, he does so many steps as he's walking around the arena, running between 2 courts, commentating on 2 courts on the mic. So big shout out to him and the team, doing a fantastic job as always. So Blease into Wilson. We've got 4:35 to play here in the 4th quarter. Wilson back to Blease. Wilson lines up the shot, nails it. $12 points for Alex Wilson. As Edwards has to back it out. Takes a shot instead. Again, that calm composure, not flustered under pressure. Lewis Edwards just making it look easy out there on court. It's not easy, but he makes it look like it is. And ball's tipped, chased down by Edwards. Working against Travers. Hands it off to Reese Barker, who puts it in off the glass. Wilson looking for some help. Finds Ryan. Over to Blease. Blease. That one doesn't go, but Ryan's there for the rebound. And gets the roll, puts it back in. Jared Ryan, he has been so impressive off the bench in this game. A player that's been with the Steelers for a long time. And just, he's had such an impact in his time out on court today. Barker. Not that time. And Ryan with another rebound. He's got 7 in the game. Travers, Ryan, and foul called. That's on the floor. So end line ball for the Steelers. Blease into Travers. Blease. And gets that to go. Anna Blease. 8 points for her. She's been shooting 48.2% from the field in her time in the Women's Premier League this season for the Loughborough Lightning. Just showing it out on court today for the Steelers. Ball's knocked into the hands of Edwards. We have Maddie Martin back out on court, along with Mo Alamari for the Rockets. Barker banks it in with the clock running down. And over on court 2, we have a one-possession game. The Phoenix up 55-52. They were up 20 earlier in the game over the Aces. And the Aces have been fighting back in the second half. Just under 5 minutes to play in that one. Blease from the foul line. Too strong. Travers. And hits it. Matt Travers, also playing on the Premier Division team. You'll see him later on today in less than an hour's time. And you'll see throughout the weekend some of these players playing so much basketball. They'll be going from one court to another, racing right over, having played one game and then suiting up for another division squad on the other court. It's really impressive to see. As we have a timeout called by Sheffield, 1:16 left, and the Rockets have a 62-48 lead. Looks like they will be heading on to tomorrow's final. And we're waiting to see who they face off against. Over on court 2, Lothian increasing their lead now, 58-52, a 6-point game. Aces pulled it back to one possession. So make sure to like and subscribe to the BWB YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody watching. Hope you're enjoying all the action here from the Essex Sport Arena on this sunny Saturday afternoon. We've got a really nice crowd built in. It's just great to, it's a great atmosphere here. You're walking around, you're seeing all the teams. Seeing everyone, we've got Mansour shooting photos in the corner, Luke Simcock as well. It's great to see everyone from the British basketball community. And it's just a fantastic showcase of the talent we have out there on court in today's games. So back out on court. It is Steelers ball. And Wilson's three short. Goes back the way of the Rockets. Hands over on the other court, because you could just hear the cheers. You can just hear the cheers. It's back to a 4-point game. Aces having just scored. Elliott Smith, long pass over to Sawami. Edwards, oh, what a handoff there to Barker underneath the basket. Edwards looked like he was about to shoot the fadeaway, saw the cut in Barker, and again, that's that ball movement from Reading. They won't settle for a good shot, they'll go for the great shot. Barker positioning himself underneath the hoop. As Wilson backs it down. Using the screen from Alex Wilson. Lines up the shot and, oh, unlucky for that not to go. In and out. Barker inside, hands it off to Elliott Smith, who puts it in. Blease to Travers. Back out to Wilson. Round to Blease. Wilson spins, trying to find some space. Blease from the foul line. Doesn't get that one to drop. And that's going to do it for the semi-final here. On court, the Reading Rockets moving on to tomorrow's final. We'll be waiting to see who they play. Congratulations to them. 66-48 over the Sheffield Steelers. They were led by a huge game from Liam Barker, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Lewis Edwards had 21 points, 8 rebounds and 10 assists, just dishing out the ball flirting with a triple-double. And Tom Elliott-Smith adding in 10 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Reece Barker off the bench with 10 points, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And for the Sheffield Steelers, it was Alex Wilson with 14 points, shooting 70% from the field and 10 rebounds. A double-double for him, 3 assists. And Matty Wilson, 8 points, knocking down 2 threes, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. With Anna Blease adding in 8 points off the bench, along with Jared Ryan. He had 8 points off the bench, along with 8 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal. He was huge off the bench for the Steelers. Massive credit to him, working really hard on defense. A really impressive player to watch if you've not seen him play before. So over on court 2, Lothian increased the lead to 4, so you're going to have to switch over to the live stream to see the end of that one. There is just under 2.5 minutes to play, and Lothian have a 4-point lead after they were up 20. The Aces are not going anywhere. In that one, Finlay Erskine has 27 points, 13 rebounds and 2 assists for the Phoenix. And Jordan Luce, a huge 25 points, 11 rebounds for the Aces as they are looking to make a comeback. So you can catch the Division 1 final tomorrow at 1:30 here on court 1. The 3rd and 4th place playoff game will be the same time tomorrow. That will be between the Sheffield Steelers and the runner-up of the Lothian Phoenix and the Aces game. So coming up after this one at 3 o'clock, we have the Premier Division semi-finals. London Titans against the Jaguars, and the Sheffield Steelers will be playing the Manchester Revolution. So from myself, Kaz Bullock, thank you for joining us for today's game, and we'll be back with you very shortly.